Good evening from the Polynesian Resort behind me here. It is a little bit rainy today, so we have our umbrella, but we are here to show you guys a little bit about what's going on here at Polynesian Resort here at Walt Disney World. There's a few things that are happening. You do have the DVC kind of tower, it's a whole tower complex going up right next door. You do have great fireworks viewing from the beach here. Yes, there is a beach at the Polynesian Resort, which is pretty sweet. You have the monorail, which I actually think, yeah, it's pulling in right now. That comes right here for the Magic Kingdom loop. So there's a lot of nice accessibility here at the Polynesian. But we're gonna go ahead, do you a fun little tour here at the Polynesian Resort, and hopefully give you some more information about what this resort is all about. We are here underneath the awning, which is where you will come for valet or if you're getting dropped off here. But this is probably one of our favorite resorts. Obviously we haven't stayed at any of them, but we have visited a handful of them. But just the entire feeling, ambiance, and just visuals of this place are amazing. The Polynesian is definitely a resort that I feel like people envy when people stay here. And just, I mean, look at how beautiful this is when you walk in. You have the lit torches, waterfall. I can only assume these are plants you would find in Hawaii. And it's just amazing. When you walk in, it's hard not to just smile and feel like you are on vacation at this resort. Now we have done the Riviera tour a little bit, just maybe a week ago now, and the lobby there is pretty small, but let me show you guys the size of this lobby right now. Look at how massive this place is. Completely different than the Riviera. I mean, this is a huge lobby. I mean, they're seating upstairs. You've got just cool Polynesian Hawaiian theme right when you walk in. You've got seating up the wazoo. You've got a store off to the left here. And then you're actually gonna have some restaurants, which we'll show you upstairs, the pool and everything out back. And then your check-in is going to be right over to the right here as soon as you get in the door. So completely different from the Riviera for one of these luxury style, deluxe resorts that you've got here. Completely different. And I really love the Polynesian lobby. This might be my favorite at Disney World. Our first stop is actually going to be outside because I think that's where this resort really shines, is their pool section and everything that they have going on outside. But I do want to point out, inside of the lobby, you do have this little Polynesian bar. So you can go ahead and get some fun Hawaiian drinks right away as soon as you get here for your vacation. But let me show you something that's right outside the door here as well. To my knowledge, I think this is the only resort that you can actually get pineapple Dole Whip here in Disney World. So if you are staying at the other resorts, I don't actually know if you can, but they have this little area. It's called the Pineapple Lanai, and they have a few different options for Dole Whip. They actually do have alcoholic beverages as well, so that's kind of unique. Well, I should say alcoholic Dole Whip for what it is worth. But let's go ahead and head out into the courtyard here. And can you guys see that all the way in the background? That is Cinderella's castle all the way there in Magic Kingdom. Beautiful shot when you walk out here. This is a little map of the resort here. So you have a lot of beach, which we're going to show you here in a second, that goes around the outside. Something that's very unique about this resort, and again, no other resorts here at Disney World have it, are these bungalows that you can stay in that are lining the top of that. Those are something a little pricey, but I would love to stay in them if the opportunity ever arose. But again, pretty pricey on those. And then you can see a lot of the kind of sections of the hotel here. And then they don't have it listed, it doesn't look like, but right about here is where they're putting in that DVC kind of tower, if you will. And when we go out around the corner, we'll go ahead and show you. But they do also have two pools here. You do have the main pool that everybody loves, which is the lava pool, and then around the corner there is an Oasis pool. So we'll show you a little bit of what's happening there, but just so you guys can get at least a decent idea of the layout of this resort, that is what it looks like. And here's the monorail that you can see down here that does stop here on the monorail loop. Here are some of the April activities for this month. Again, these are going to change month to month, so I won't sit and go over them because there's a chance you're not coming during this time. But if you want, feel free to pause on the screen right now. But right behind this little kind of grassy section inside of the courtyard, they will actually put a blow-up screen here and it'll go right along this section here, and then everyone right out in the courtyard can actually sit and watch, and this is where they play their movies. So whatever Disney movie they have for the day. Now I do apologize for the kind of gloomy day because we are having a lot of rain here in Central Florida, but take a look at this pool, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of a closer view for you guys here in a minute. But just look at how nice that looks. You've got the little waterfall coming off of that volcano style rock structure there. You do have a kids section right here to the left. You can see a lot of the spraying of water coming up right over there, and then actually in the background, which I'll show you in a minute, is those DVC towers. So it's a little ugly back there around the corner, but hopefully that gets done pretty quick. It looks like they're going pretty quick on the actual construction of that. But again, what would be awesome for you guys if you are staying here is you can actually be in the pool. You could see the castle out in the distance back there. You can actually watch the fireworks from the pool. It's lit up. It's very cool. Something that I feel like you can't really do with such a good view at any of the other resorts like you can here. Beautiful, beautiful views for that fireworks show. Now that Happily Ever After is back, that is something I feel like many people desire to do. These are actually recently renovated rooms that they did here, and I think they put some Moana theme inside of them, but you can actually see the bottom floor has a balcony and the top floor has a balcony, but the middles do not. This is a pool view because we are right across from the pool here off to our left, but yeah, they have no balcony on the middle floor. So keep that in mind if you do end up, talking about a pool view. If you are on the middle floor, there's a chance that you don't have a balcony because you do get it on both the top and the bottom. Now let's head down to the beach before we check out the other pool so you guys can see why people absolutely love the relaxation that you get here at the Polynesian Resort. So check out this view as we walk to the beach. Boom, again, castle. They did a great job keeping the castle center focus. And right in the corner of the shot right now, you can see one of the bungalows. But just look at this view as you walk out here. You get the Hawaiian music, you get the view of the castle, you get the beach vibes. You actually do get the Grand Floridian if you guys are interested in that. And we will be doing a video on that here pretty soon. But take a look at this. You have all of these bungalows right here. You've got them out on the lagoon. You've got all the seating. Here's the beach here. You've got the castle, you've got the contemporary, you've got the grand flow. You do have access to the Magic Kingdom via the boat right there if you don't want to take the monorail. And then you've got a little fire pit here that will be lit up. Well, I don't know actually when they light it up, but I thought they would do it kind of at nighttime. They'll come remove that and get that lit up. I don't know if they're still doing that at the moment. But yeah, beautiful view here on the Polynesian. Obviously today it's a little windy, a little gloomy, a little rainy. It's just a little bit of everything right now, but even still, it's so cool. Oh, there's people hanging out on their bungalow. But we've sat here and watched fireworks probably more times than I can count on at least a single hand. But it is an awesome spot to watch the fireworks because you have such a good view coming straight off of the castle there. They play the music right on these speakers, so you get that good music with the visuals. It's awesome. Love it. Over around the corner though, that is where a little bit of the eyesore is coming into play right now, and that is going to be the new DVC tower that they're putting in. And apparently that was where the Ohana luau was, and I guess they stopped doing that when COVID hit, and then they decided to go ahead and put in those DVC towers, I guess make room for more guests, obviously. And I guess it kind of makes sense. I guess if you were already planning on getting rid of it, maybe you open it up, but that doesn't, the theme right now doesn't look like it's going to fit. I guess we'll have to see what the finished product looks like, but it looks very concrete oriented. It doesn't look very I don't know, it's taller than the rest of the buildings here, so I don't really know what they're planning on doing with that, if they put shops or something in there. But I am a little concerned that it doesn't fit in with the Polynesian and could potentially pull away from that Hawaiian vibe that you're getting here. But obviously as that gets built and put into place, we will keep you guys updated on it, but that is what it looks like right there. And there goes the boat. I think it's cruising. I think there's only one couple on there. They're gonna get out of there, but look at how fast that thing goes.
How fast is the ferry?
Ooh. There's the horn. This vibe of the entire beach just kind of covering the outside. And yeah, you can see right here, you will actually need a key card to get in to the walk paths here. And there you go. These are the bungalows here. So they are on the water. And again, you can just kind of hang out on them. and you do have private access. So you'll walk on the walk path there and kind of connect through. And you can see every so often they have little connections that kind of allow you to get in and out. And I would say probably 8 to 10 bungalows per like entry ramp in. So you have one here, and you've got a handful of bungalows, and then you have another entry ramp over there. And again, off of the back deck of these things, you can watch the fireworks from your back deck, over the water, on the water if you'd like. And I think they actually have hot tubs on them too, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I've never stayed in one. Again, I think they're almost $3,000 a night, just so you guys are aware. They are pricey, not cheap to stay in one of those. But if it is something you are looking for and really want that special occasion, these are the bungalows, and they are a hefty penny, but I think they're probably worth it. Also, I do want to point out as we are heading around the corner, I want to show you something, but look at these first. They actually have balconies on the second floor, unlike the ones we were seeing around the corner. So these ones actually do have that second floor balcony. So if you kind of have these views over by the bungalows here, it looks like you actually do get that option, and you don't have to worry about not having a balcony. I apologize for the breeze and the wind, because again, it is a little bit stormy today, so we're trying to dodge that for right now. I do want to point out this interesting view. We are now basically at the end of the Polynesian here, also on a beach, as you can see. But you know what's actually right next to the bungalows at the end is the TTC. It's literally, I mean, I feel like that's 100 feet away from the Polynesian in all technicality. And that's actually how we got here today. We parked over at the Magic Kingdom and we walked here because it is so busy. But take a look at that. TTC right here. So you have very easy access if you are staying at the Polynesian to just go ahead and hop on the ferry boat if you want to do that. You obviously have the monorail that you can take, and we'll show you that in a little bit. But if you guys want to take the ferry boat, here you go. You obviously also have your personal little ferry boat that you have on the dock over there as well. But if, again, you want to be with the majority of the crowds, that is an option. So that's pretty cool how close you are to the TTC here. Also, take a look at this. You can see Space Mountain and Tron from here, and the castle all in one shot. How nice is that? Over the lagoon, you can hear the waves crashing in to the water here. It's not crystal clear blue by any means, but it's still not bad. And I don't know if anyone's even getting onto the ferry. I feel like I see a small group of people. There's probably gonna be less than 10 people going on that ferry right now, but that's how close we are. Look at that. I mean, I feel like we're a stone's throw away. If I had a stone throw, I would throw it into the water for you, but I do not. Off here, kind of in the middle of this resort and kind of on its own, they do have a little grilling station. So if you guys want to have a little grill and picnic, and you can see a picnic table over there, you ultimately could do that if that's something you're interested in doing. It doesn't look like they have many. It looks like they have maybe 2 or 3 grills up there. And they actually have a laundry section. When we were coming in, we saw it over there. It was like for guest laundry. It is at least a little unique. If you guys want to buy some meat or whatever, you want to grill some stuff up, they have it, and it is covered. There's a little bit of an awning, so you guys can ultimately, like I said, have a little bit of a picnic. Also, check out the wind right now, blowing through. Very, very windy right now. We are over here at the Oasis Pool, and they do have a bar here along with a grill that is not currently open, but this place is a lot quieter. It is not as crazy and busy like that lava pool is, and I'll show you here. Again, people are having a good time in the pool, so I don't really want to show them, but you can see they actually have little awnings there for some seating, and then you have some nice seats around here. These actually, I don't know if this is what it's like over at the other pool, but these are actually kind of nicer seats, a little bit more cushioned, I guess. It does feel like it could be a little scratchy, but you can see Nicole going over, checking the water. It is a walk-in style pool, so you actually walk in instead of having to do kind of like a jump in or stairs or anything, which is always nice. And I'll show you just really quickly just the size of the pool. It is kind of a big oval style pool here. So nothing too crazy, a lot more relaxing, like I said. But it is a good option, again, if you want to kind of get away from the crowds. This is always, typically a little bit quieter. And then around the corner, there are some people playing ping pong, so they have the typical ping pong tables that you have here as well. And again, another awning here so you guys can stay out of the rain or anything like that. And there are actually some rooms there. So if you do see that you have a pool view, you may want to clarify, because you might have this pool versus the other pool, and that could definitely make a big difference. I will say that. They also do have the special assistance to get into the pool here, like we saw over at the Riviera. So if you do need assistance, or a family member needs assistance getting in, they do have the specialty chair to allow you to get in and still enjoy your time inside of the pool, which is always a huge plus. As we are heading back inside, we are coming up to Captain Cook's, and this is your typical quick service that you can have at the restaurants here on Disney property, where again you're going to have some nicer restaurants for, you know, a little bit nicer dining, but then you will also have some of the more quick service options, which you do have here, and they do serve some unique items, so I'll show you just a few here. So if you guys can see that, they do serve Thai coconut meatballs, pulled pork nachos, and then the Pan Asian noodles and vegetables. And those are kind of their more Polynesian favorites. And then you have the American favorites, which is going to be bacon cheeseburger, a burger, chicken wings, and then a pork sandwich. So they do kind of have just like the classic stuff, but they do have some things that pertain to, you know, the Polynesian style food. So now right around the corner is one of the coolest locations that we have not been able to go to yet. And we do plan on doing a vlog here at some point, but this is Trader Sam's Grotto. Now this place is open from 3 p.m. to midnight daily, and it is a very cool environment in there. You do have to basically come and wait. And I don't really want to call it reservations, because I don't think you can actually do a reservation per se, but you can come here and then go ahead and get your name on the list. But what I'll do is I'll show you around the corner. You can still get the drinks here that you normally could get, but you can just get them outside. So let me take you right around the corner. And here you go. So right outside around the corner, they do actually sell all of the drinks from Trader Sam's here. And they actually will sometimes have somebody playing the ukulele, doing some songs. But just so you guys can see the menu, so I can show you this here. Take a look there. There it is, Trader Sam's. And there are all of the options that you would have inside. You just don't get the fun environment like you do indoors. But you can still pick them up. Same price. I think you still got all, like, you get all the same mugs and little cups and whatever that they come with. So it's kind of all the same. You just, again, environment is not quite there. Now, I don't know where it is, and these are not them, but you can rent pontoon boats and actually go out onto the lagoon, and you can actually watch the fireworks from out on the lagoon there and kind of putz around. They're pretty pricey from the last time we looked. I thought they were supposed to be parked right here. They might be actually around the corner, but these are not them. These are kind of like the emergency boats that they might take to just kind of make sure everything's clear out on the water. But you can rent pontoon boats here. And I think we looked, do you remember how much they were? Like, I thought you said they were like 400 or something?
I don't remember.
Like for an hour, for 30 minutes?
I looked it up,
yeah.
but I do not remember. I can look it up though.
Yeah, it was pricey. That's what I do remember, but I don't know where they're at. And I know you can. I know you can fish on their property too. So you can fish, you can go on pontoons. But anyway, let's go now, head fully inside, and show you the rest of the Polynesian. All right, well, thanks to Nicole. She did look it up, and I am way off on the pricing. $45 per half hour. I was gonna say per hour. So it's about 90 bucks an hour to rent the pontoons, which actually isn't horrible. So if you guys are interested, 45 bucks per half hour. They do actually have a few stores here that you can purchase from, but we're gonna go into the boutique here to kind of show you first. And this is, again, right off of the main lobby, just so you guys are aware. So this is kind of the entire lobby here. It'll be right off to your left. So we'll show you just some of the fun items that you can get. This is always on display. This has been on display since I feel like we've been here, which is going to be kind of unique cookies and treats. Let me show you. Now this can change at any point, so don't take it just as what this is now. Again, it could obviously differ, but these are going to be a lot of shortbread cookies here that you could see. You can also then get the coffee that they sell here, so the Kona blend. But basically this is kind of more so, I would say, like gift-oriented shortbread treats. So again, they kind of come pre-packaged in these boxes, and I think they're anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks, I think. Yeah, 35 for these. So that's probably gonna be the priciest. I'm gonna guess these are gonna be 20, 25. Oh, 32 for those actually still. Now, I'm not going to do all of the merchandise in here because obviously there's just way too much. Take a look around. I mean, this place is massive, but what they do have is a lot more Hawaiian themed items here. So you do have, again, some fun dresses, some fun polos. You do have the tiki mug. You have a fun hat. So things like that. They also sell swimsuits in here. So if you guys forgot a swimsuit, you can go ahead and pick one up here. They are a little pricey, I will let you know, but they do sell both men and women's swimsuits. But again, they do a lot of, fun like sundresses, just just like light flowy dresses with a lot more, you got pineapples, a Hawaiian Mickey theme. And again, this is going to be a lot of the store, but they do sell regular merchandise here as well. But again, it's just too large of a store to go through. This vlog would be an hour and a half long if I went through all of the merchandise that they have here. This does actually seem to be a few new pieces here that I haven't seen though. So they have a 7-piece hospitality set. So it looks like you kind of almost have like a chip dip set. Oh, these are actually decently weighted. So you can, put maybe some chips and then have dip there in the center. That's actually a lot of fun. You do have some glasses here. You have a little like sipper there. That's a little bit cheaper. I can feel that like right away. You do have a mug that says Polynesian Resort there on it. And then you have a giant pineapple. I wonder if this comes included with this piece here. So 7 pieces, I guess you would have 5 there and then maybe 2 pieces with that. So that might be your whole set. And then you do also have the picture frame. So a few pieces here that I haven't seen, and I think these might be new. And then right on the back side, let me show you this. You have a fun picture frame here that says Aloha. And I guess you could ultimately put your own photo in here, I would assume. Or you just kind of keep it like this with the Polynesian Village. But I would assume you might be able to kind of put your own if you wanted to. And then look at these like see-through mugs. These are 18 bucks for these. And these are kind of fun. I feel like if you had like a bright blue or bright pink drink in this, that would really show pretty well. So there you go. This is kind of this little stand. Again, this is a lot more Hawaiian themed. And then also you do have some towels for the outside. If you guys did forget your towel, they also sell them here. I have pointed out in some of my previous videos some of the Moana merchandise that has actually come out. So you do have these mugs that we've seen before, some of the plates, and a few other things here. Obviously you have Moana here. I think it's all kind of pertaining to obviously Journey to Water that's coming over there in Epcot. But I have not seen these like serving dishes. So there is some Moana gear that's coming out that we have not seen before. So this is kind of cool that they're starting to pull this out. And then you also have this necklace here with some beads, which is also pretty fun. All right, now that we are done with this store, we're gonna head upstairs, and that'll probably be the last little bit up there. And there's quite a bit that's going on upstairs, so we'll bring you up there and show you both of the restaurants are up there, the sit-down restaurants, as well as they have a small little store up there. But as we're heading that way, take a look. If you haven't yet, feel free to check out the Disney Riviera Resort vlog that we did, where we explored a lot of that resort. Here is the iconic Ohana, and this is a very good restaurant. They are well known for their character breakfast in the morning, and then also their dinner is actually pretty good. So I would say if you guys are interested, Ohana is a very good option here at the Polynesian Resort. A lot of people like this place. And behind this sign here, you can actually see they have, again, another full service bar happening back here. So they've got you covered on drinks here at the Polynesian. No short of that. But again, definitely check out Ohana. We don't have any reservations for it at the moment, but the character breakfast, fantastic. Great characters. You've got Stitch. You've got a lot of the kind of Hawaiian theme. And then obviously the dinner, they just have some really iconic food, like those chicken wings, like the noodles. So definitely check that out. Now right around the corner though is Kona. And this is Kona, as I just mentioned. So again, this is sit down, a little bit more casual than Ohana. Ohana's a little bit nicer in my opinion, but they actually sell a few of the same items. Let's see if we can see them here. So they sell sushi rolls, they have some appetizers. There is the coffee bar actually right next door with some treats right behind Nicole there, so you can actually get some hot coffee if you're looking for that. People do really like their coffee, but I don't know if you guys are able to see this here, but they have the Asian marinated chicken. I think that's pretty similar to the chicken wings that they do have, but up here you can actually see glazed chicken wings, and those I think are the actual ones that you get. I think you actually pot stickers over there. It's been a while since I've been to Ohana for dinner, but to my knowledge, you can actually get a lot, like I said, of the items from Ohana here at Kona. You just have to order them kind of separately at that point, or a la carte, instead of Ohana, which it's just all included. It's just kind of all you can eat, family style. More Moana here on a cupcake, and that looks kind of interesting. It looks like the green is like grass, but it's just like crystals, and you get the little flower with it. $6 for those. Also upstairs, this is where the monorail is. So it's actually upstairs between the Kona Cafe, which is off to our right now, and then to our left would be the actual Moana Mercantile over there. So right back here. The monorail will stop here. It is in between both the Contemporary and the Grand Flow, so it is always kind of the middle stop no matter what direction you are headed. But you would actually just go out here, wait for the monorail, and head over. You will make stops, I believe, at the other resorts, so do be prepared to take, you know, one stop, but it's actually pretty quick at the end of the day, and it's nice that you could just walk right out and head right onto the monorail to get to the Magic Kingdom. Now it tells you that Kona is to the left and Ohana is to the right. And just so you know, they are both actually over here to the left. You have Kona right there, and then Ohana is back in the corner there, in that direction there. However, the check-in to Ohana is to the right. So you do actually have to go there. So if you are up here, don't feel confused like I was the first time I saw this. You still do have to go and check in right around the corner for Ohana. And here is the final stop inside. So this is the Moana Mercantile here. And this is kind of a very small store. And this is definitely not as Hawaiian themed. Again, they've got some like theming, but as far as the merchandise itself, you do have a few items of Stitch over there to the right. And then again, this is where you're gonna find kind of some of your basic necessities also in the store connection right to the left here, which I'll show you as well. But just so you guys can see, this is kind of very standard merchandise. Also, it looks like you can get dog tags, or ID tags is what they're considering them, here from the Polynesian. Never saw this before, and they kind of look like this. So if you want Polynesian themed tags, you kind of have a few different options here. Oh, they already have the 100th listed here, so we do not wait for that. And this is what I was talking about. So they do actually connect there in the middle. There's a little walk path right here. But this is where you're going to find, you know, a lot of your drinks. And then if you need anything as far as, I think, like medicine base, I think will be in here too, which I feel like a lot of the resorts have them. I don't actually know where they would be at, but you know, if you need like Tylenol or whatever, but they kind of have some of your basic things that you'd want: milk, water, you know, any sodas. You got Lunchables in here, mini DiGiorno's, etc. So they do have some of that. Oh, yep, and then right around in the corner, you have some pull-ups and diapers, and then all of your medicine needs. All right, we are coming to the end of the video here. If you enjoyed today's video, what should they do, Nicole?
They should like it, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share, comment, interact, anything.
Yes, 100%. Do all those things if you enjoyed today's video. We hope you enjoyed your time at the Polynesian. Hopefully you guys got some good information. Awesome resort. One of my top interest resorts for us. I want to be here. I want to stay here. It's pricey.
It's worth it.
It seems like it's got to be worth it, right? And I'd love to get inside one of those rooms. But again, we have to figure that out. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We will see you guys in the next one. Take care.